Hi everyone, welcome to Jitandar's Biology. We are going to know about the human heart external features. Human heart what ana? External features. You see, that is heart generally having of one's own fist size. If you take the size of one's own fist size, that means if you close your thumb finger inside these four fingers and see here up to here, this is the size of my heart here. Okay, so every individual heart size is one's own their own fist size. అంటే ఒక పిడికిలి size లో ఉంటుంది. Okay, one's own fist size. And next you take location where it is present. Location is in the middle of the thoracic cavity. Middle of the thoracic cavity. Sir, what in by this thoracic cavity? Means chest cavity. Everybody think that this left side. No, heart will be not in the left side. It will be in the exactly middle of the, that is thoracic cavity. Between the two lungs. Between the two lungs it will be presented. And moreover, but you take a posterior side. Sorry, first you take anterior side. Anterior side, it will be the broad. You take this is anterior side, that is upside, it will be broad. Whereas you take the posterior side, when you take the posterior side, the down, it will be the, that is narrow. It will be what na? Narrow. So this is narrow and slightly tilted towards left side. Slightly tilted towards the left side. Ante koncham left side ki ongi untundi. So that is the tilted towards the left side. Not completely left side. Down portion, that is posterior portion of heart is slightly tilted towards the left side, but exactly in the middle. And you take sides. Sides it will be protected by the rib cage. Sides it is protected by what na? Rib cage. Okay, that is the rib bones, rib cage. You take back side, it is protected by the vertebral column. Vertebral column. What by this vertebral column means this spinal cord is there, no? Spinal cord outside vertebral column is there. That vertebral column is also giving the protection for what? Heart. Okay. So sides will be ribs and back side will be what na? That is vertebral column. Of course, in the exactly in the center we have a bone, that is in the center we have a bone that is called sternum. That is called what na? Sternum. Okay. So one bone is called what? Sternum. That sternum is also useful in protection in forward, in front. Later it is covered by two membranes, nana. This heart is covered by how many membranes? Two membranes. This heart is covered by how many membranes? Two membranes. This is one membrane, this is one membrane. So these membranes are called, the two membrane structure is called pericardium. That is called what? Pericardium. Inside this pericardium, like this liquid is present. Okay, like this liquid is present. That liquid is called as a pericardial fluid. Pericardial fluid. What is the duty of this pericardial fluid? That is protect the heart. That protects the what na? Heart from what? From external shocks and blows. From external shocks and what na? Blows. That means any suddenly hit will be occurs upon your chest cavity. The heart may be not damaged to certain extent with help of this pericardial fluid. Just like when you are going on a bike, when the speed breaker comes, the shock absorbers will absorb the total shock and lightly it gives a jerk for you. Same like that, this pericardial fluid will protect you from external shocks and blows. Okay, Nana? And this is and you take the weight of the human heart. Generally, it is 250 to 300 grams. 250 to what, Nana? 300 grams. These are the totally 250 to 300 grams. And moreover, these are totally the external features of human heart. External features of what na? Human heart. Not only that, but also you take another important thing is that this heart will be, another important thing is that what na? This heart will be conically, that is a pear shape. Okay, what is the shape of this heart? That is a pear shape. Okay. And outline, that is you take the outline of the heart, it looks like triangle. It looks like what na? Triangle. Outside looks to be triangle. You see, that is the anterior side will be broad and posterior side will be the, that is narrow. That's why it looks like what? Triangle outline. but in overall you take, it is a pear shaped. Okay, so this is about the external features of human heart. In general, just outside you take, this is of course this comes under internal features, but in general you take this upper two chambers auricles, right auricle, left auricle. Lower two chambers, that is the right ventricle as well as the left ventricle. So upper two chambers auricles, lower two chambers called what? Ventricles. So that is, we can call the upper chambers. The upper chambers are called what? Auricles. Auricles. Or it is also called atria. It is also called what? Atria or atrium. Singular means atrium. It is a double means that is atria or auricles. And lower chambers, whereas these lower chambers are called as ventricles. Lower chambers are called what? Ventricles. There is no other name for this. Only ventricles. Okay. So this is about the upper chambers and the lower chambers. Moreover, these auricles, that is auricles and ventricles is there. And in detail about auricles and ventricles in the internal structure we will discuss. Okay. And moreover, this is about the external features of human heart. Internal structure of human heart. See children, if you discuss about the internal structure of human heart, mainly it is consisting of 4 chambers. How many chambers? 4 chambers. The upper 2 chambers are called as auricles, or they are also called as atria. Auricles are what? Atria. And down 2 chambers, these are called as ventricles. They are called what? Ventricles. You take these auricles are divided into right auricle and left auricle. In the same manner, ventricles also divided into right ventricle, left ventricle. So like the right and left auricle, right and left ventricles. Now these 4 chambers completed. These right and left auricles are get separated. Between them a valve is there. That valve is called as the interauricular septum. Interauricular septum, which is separating the auricles. Which is separating what? Auricles. In the same manner, you see this between these ventricles also, this wall is there. This is called as the interventricular septum. Interventricular septum. Inter means in between. Ventricular means right ventricle and left ventricle. Septum means what? Wall. Okay. So, and a wall separating the right and left ventricles. So, interauricular septum, interventricular septum. Now, this is the 4 chambers. Now, come to these blood vessels. You take this one is called as superior vena cava. Superior vena cava. Vena cava means the larger vein is called as a vena cava. So the superior vena cava brings what type of blood, Nana? It brings that is deoxygenated blood. What type of blood? Deoxygenated blood. From where? From the upper parts of the body. From upper parts of the body means what? From the brain and neck. From the water, brain and neck, they bring the deoxygenated blood. That is the parts above the heart. The superior vena cava brings the deoxygenated blood. They bring the deoxygenated blood into whom? You see this arrow marks, into this right auricle, RA. And then you take, this is the inferior vena cava. Inferior vena cava. This inferior vena cava is also bringing what type of blood? Deoxygenated blood. From where? From the lower parts of the body. Lower parts of the body. What are they? They are legs, hands, as well as the abdomen. As well as what? Abdomen. From this reason, they will bring the that is the parts below the heart are the deoxygenated blood is collected by inferior vena cava. This inferior vena cava also will bring the deoxygenated blood into whom? Right auricle itself. In diagram it looks to be down, but actually backside is connected to whom? That is right auricle. So that is both superior vena cava and inferior vena cava are bringing the deoxygenated blood from all the parts of the body to the right auricle. To what? Right auricle. From right auricle, this deoxygenated blood will be flows. The deoxygenated blood will be flows into the right ventricle. This is called what? Right ventricle. RV means what? Right ventricle. From the right ventricle, you see here in a semilunar valve. Semilunar valve. This semilunar valve is allowing the deoxygenated blood to flow from where, Nana? The deoxygenated blood is flowing from the what? Right ventricle to whom? Pulmonary artery. Pulmonary artery. What is mean by pulmonary artery? You know that always pulmonary means lungs. Pulmonary means what? Lungs. That means any blood vessel which is bringing what? Deoxygenated blood. They bring what type of blood? Deoxygenated blood. To whom? Towards the lungs. Towards what? Lungs. That is the deoxygenated blood from the right ventricle is entering into the semilunar wall. The semilunar wall, here a wall is present that is called what? Pulmonary wall. That pulmonary wall is allowing the blood to flow from right ventricle to, that is a pulmonary artery. From pulmonary artery, the blood, deoxygenated blood is going into whom? Lungs. It is going into what? Lungs. So this is the one of the pathway in the process of circulation. Right from that is superior vena cava, inferior vena cava, bringing into the right auricle to right ventricle to the pulmonary wall to the, that is the pulmonary artery to lungs. Total deoxygenated blood is now from all the parts of the body carries towards the lungs. You know that in the chapter 2 you learn the deoxygenated blood will get oxygenated by the process of exchanging of gases by the process called as what? Diffusion. What is that? Diffusion. That oxygenated blood will be enters into the this left auricle. Enters into what? Left auricle through the pulmonary vein. Through what? Pulmonary vein. And this left auricle, that is the blood comes into the left auricle. From left auricle they go into what? Left ventricle. This is what? That is a left ventricle. And into the left ventricle the blood is flowing, and then the blood will be flows into the left ventricle. From that left ventricle, what type of blood is flowing on here? Oxygenated blood. From the left ventricle, that oxygenated blood will be flows into, here will be a wall will be there, that is called aortic wall. What is that? Aortic wall. From the aortic wall, that oxygenated blood will go into whom? Aorta. See, this aorta will carry what? That is oxygenated blood. Oxygenated blood. To whom, and moreover, aorta is the largest artery. From the aorta, that oxygenated blood will go to whom? To the all the parts of the body. See, this is artery towards the left arms, and this is arteries towards the head, and like that, that artery only divides into several smaller units called arteries, and aorta is divided into smaller units called as arteries, and through the arteries they have been supplying that oxygenated blood to all the parts of the body. So this is the internal structure as well as the process of circulation of blood. Process of circulation of what? Blood. See Nana, here this process of circulation, in that you have to be see one here, one thing we missed here, that is between the right auricle and right ventricle, this is a wall is there. That wall is called as a right auriculoventricular wall. This right auriculoventricular wall is also called what? Tricuspid wall, which is allowing what? This allowing the deoxygenated blood to flow into the right ventricle. At the same time, between the left auricle and left ventricle there is a wall. This valve is called what? This allowing what? Oxygenated blood to flow from where? Oxygenated blood from left auricle to left ventricle. Okay, so like that we have four walls. First wall, tricuspid wall. Second wall, pulmonary wall. Third wall is called as that is bicuspid or else mitral wall. Okay, bicuspid what? Mitral wall. And fourth wall is called aortic wall. Here this is called what? Aortic wall. They are the four walls which are useful in the process of what? Circulation. Useful in the process of what? Circulation. So this is the way of process of circulation. And this total process of circulation of blood inside the human heart, I will going to be explained in a single sentence, Nana, with a shortcuts. I think that make you to somewhat easier to remember this total concept and topic. What is that? First you take superior vena cava. I will abbreviate the superior vena cava as what? SVC. And next inferior vena cava means what? IVC. Both are bringing what type of blood? Okay, deoxygenated blood. What type of blood they are bringing, Nana? Deoxygenated blood. From all the parts of the body they collect and they bring into whom? Right auricle. From right auricle, that blood is going into what? Right ventricle. From right ventricle, how they are going? With the help of a valve that is called a tricuspid valve. TV, tricuspid valve. From that right ventricle, you see this arrow marks. It is going into what? That is pulmonary valve. From pulmonary valve is going into whom? That is a pulmonary valve. Pulmonary valve to whom? Pulmonary artery. Pulmonary artery. From pulmonary artery it goes to whom? Lungs. It goes to whom? Lungs. You know that in the lungs the deoxygenated blood is converting into oxygenated. So by that what will happen? That is all the deoxygenated blood circulation process pathway has been completed. From there that oxygenated blood will come to whom? Into the left auricle. You see, come into what? Left auricle. How it comes? It comes with the help of pulmonary vein. With the help of what? Pulmonary vein. From left auricle it goes to whom? Left ventricle. How it goes? You see here, this is a wall that is called a bicuspid wall, or it is also called a mitral wall. From left ventricle that blood will go into the aortic wall. You see, this is aortic wall. From aortic wall it go to whom? Aorta. From aorta it goes to whom? All the parts of the body. All the parts of the body. So in this way, that is, the blood will be supplied to all the parts of the body. So in a single sentence, this is about the total process of circulation inside the human heart. Up to now we learned about the process of circulation. Now in a single sentence, see why these walls got their respective names also we have to know. See, tricuspid wall. Tri means what? Nana? 3. Cuspid means what? Half moon shaped. That is biological meaning. Half moon shaped. So that's why we call what? Tricuspid wall. How this tricuspid wall is there now? It will be like this, Nana. Okay. So it divide into like this. So 3 half moon shaped structures will be present. So that's why it is called what, Nana? That is tricuspid wall. Like this. 1, 2 and 3. Whereas you take BV means what? Bicuspid. Bi means what? 2. Cuspid means half moon shaped. So bicuspid wall, how it will be, Nana? This bicuspid wall will be like this, 2 divided into 2 equal half moon shapes. That's why it is called bicuspid wall. Whereas this pulmonary wall, why it is called pulmonary wall means why? Because it attached to the pulmonary artery. Why it is called aortic wall? Why? Because this aortic wall is attached to the largest artery called as aorta. So as per the shapes and as per their direction of flow of blood, so they got their respective names. Understood? They are the 4 walls: tricuspid, bicuspid, pulmonary as well as aortic walls. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe.